What's up, everybody? Dog 1985. There's levels to this. All right, guys, I got a quick video for you. So, Call of Duty is being offered for PlayStation Plus, extra premium, whatever the case may be. Microsoft is basically saying, look, Sony, we're going to go ahead and give you Call of Duty for the next 10 years, and you can even put it on your subscription service. Now, as far as the details go, I don't know any of the details as far as how much they're going to be charging Sony, any of that stuff. But none of that stuff really matters. Look at all this stuff from a gamer's perspective, and I promise you're going to save yourself a lot of heartache. So, for the Sony fans out there that are flexing as if this is a W, I want you to understand something from the bottom of my heart, okay? It does not bother me if Call of Duty goes to PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Premium. It doesn't bother me at all, not one bit. The only thing that I care about is if this deal goes through, Call of Duty will be on Game Pass. Game Pass is my preferred subscription service. Xbox is my preferred console. Okay, this generation. And you being able to access Call of Duty on a PlayStation Plus, Premium, Extra, whatever, doesn't have any effect at all as to my experience being able to play it on Game Pass. You see, just because a game is on Game Pass and not on PlayStation Plus doesn't make it a better game. The same way that just because a game is on PlayStation but you can't play it on Xbox, that's not what makes that game a better game. You understand that, right? Only being able to access the game on one platform or via one medium or via one subscription service is not what makes that game better or makes that game great. Okay? That's just a bargaining chip that these companies use. So if Microsoft is saying, no, we're going to go ahead and give Call of Duty to PlayStation as well on their subscription service so that this deal goes through so that I could get it on Game Pass, Microsoft, do what you got to do so I get more games on Game Pass. Do what you got to do. The only way that this deal or this revelation now has me questioning things a little bit is because of this, okay? At some point, the seesaw is turning, and it's looking like now Microsoft is begging Sony to allow this deal to go through. It looked a little sus when they said we're going to keep it on the PlayStation for the next 10 years, okay? And now it looks a little sus when they say we'll even put it on your subscription service. Now, obviously, again, we don't know the terms. We don't know how much they're actually going to charge. I'm sure Microsoft will figure out a way to make it profitable to have it on the PlayStation. But they do understand that if they do this, they got to understand that if they do this, the potential growth that they would have gotten on people switching over to Game Pass because the game was coming to Game Pass, they understand it's got to be less. But again, maybe they're calculating that, whatever the case may be. The way all this does affect me as a gamer is because I understand that there's people out there that know more than I do about certain things, and they might have better foresight about certain things because that's not something that I really care or do my research in or dig into. So the job of these regulators and everything is supposed to be to watch out for us, to watch out for the consumer. That's their job. Now I don't know how well they're doing it, but that's their job, right? If they see a problem with this, there might be something that we're not seeing. And Microsoft making gestures that make it seem like they're begging Sony, please let this go through, kind of makes me wonder if there's something bigger that could potentially hurt me as a gamer later on because of this acquisition. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is, what I do know for a fact, I know it's not about Call of Duty. I know it's not about Call of Duty. Because Microsoft has made it clear that Sony, you're going to get Call of Duty. Sony, you're going to get Call of Duty. They've made that clear. Sony, you're going to get Call of Duty for the next 10 years. Sony, you're going to get Call of Duty on your subscription service now. This is not about Call of Duty. Call of Duty has been multi-plat, right? We're going to put Call of Duty on Nintendo. This is not about Call of Duty. This is about something bigger. And I wonder how it's going to affect me. The mobile gaming market doesn't affect me, so I don't care about that. It doesn't affect me like that. So again, I wonder what it is. But you can have Call of Duty on PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Extra. It means nothing. It means nothing. I'm glad for you. I'm happy for you. All I know is if a game that's owned by Microsoft is not on Microsoft's subscription service, but is on the competitor subscription service, that's a problem. The same way that you should have felt it was a problem when MLB The Show, right? PlayStation Studio games. I don't care what the excuse was. I don't care. The MLB license, shut your mouth. I don't care. A PlayStation game was on an Xbox subscription and it wasn't on PlayStation subscription. That's a problem. Now, I'm pretty confident Microsoft won't do nothing like that to us. Sony fans, I mean, Sony knows they could get away with whatever they want with their fans. But I'm just saying. So, it doesn't really affect me. Have fun playing Call of Duty on PlayStation Extra or PlayStation Premium. If this deal does go through, I'll be playing it on Game Pass. And just because you have a chance to enjoy the game doesn't mean that I'm going to enjoy the game any less. I hope that makes sense. Dog 1985, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.